Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Leo High School here on this edition of High School Boys Soccer on SummitCitySports.com. I'm Thad Goff. Matt Jackson's running your camera tonight. And we've got a Northeast 8 conference matchup between the Leo Lions and the East Noble Knights. Leo and East Noble are part of a three-way tie for first atop the Northeast 8 conference. They're both 2-0 in conference play, and whoever wins this game will, for at least a day, be all alone atop the Northeast 8 Conference standings. However, the team that is currently third in the Northeast 8 Conference is the Columbia City Eagles. I should say the third team that's tied for first in the conference is the Columbia City Eagles, and they play tomorrow on the road against the DeKalb Barons. So one of these teams is going to win, you would think. You do go into overtime in conference play, but whoever wins will be sitting and waiting as Columbia City takes on DeKalb tomorrow to at least claim a temporary spot in first place. And like I said, whoever wins will be in first place all alone today, but Columbia City may have a little something to say about that come tomorrow when they go to Waterloo to face the DeKalb Barons. The overall records, there's a disparity between those records. East Noble's got a 7-1 overall record. Their lone blemish coming at home against the Northrop Bruins. Northrop's having a real good season this year. And the Leo Lions, they are 4-2-2. The ties coming against Bishop Dwenger and Portage Northern. And the Leo losses coming at the hands of Concordia and Northrop. The Concordia game was a 1-0 loss right here at Leo High School, and the Northrop game was also here. That was a 2-0 loss, but Leo looking to take out some of that early frustration on these East Noble Knights. And one player who is not in the lineup tonight, I'm told, is Brooks Opliger. He's one of the top scorers for these Leo Lions, so head coach Trevor Peasley telling me that he's out for tonight, sitting out the game. Not sure if it's because of an injury or another reason, but he will not be starting tonight for the Leo Lions. One of Leo's others top scorers, Hudson Douglas. Hudson is starting today at midfield. He's got 5 goals on the season. Cooper Abel is also starting. He's a junior who's got 2 goals on the year, and Dane Roth is a freshman who does have a goal on the night. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer as he introduces the starting lineups.
Number 3, Bryce Booth. Number 5, Jerron Bainey. Number 6, Mateo Salazar. Number 7, Roman Pita. Number 8, Michael Hernandez. Number 9, Silas Hand. Number 10, Peyton Straisley. Number 11, Aladine Sawal. Number 16, Javier Marinez. And number 22, Carson White. Tonight's are coached by Mr. Christian Sanchez, assisted by Tony Pita and Junior Pita. The starters for the home Lions. In goal, Thomas Wagner. Number 2, Anthony Schwalm. Number 3, Ronan Dye. Number 5, Hudson Douglas. Number 6, Owen Graves. Number 7, Jackson Garrett. Number 10, Cooper Abel. Number 13, Ian Ringer. Number 14, Lucas Robinson. Number 18, Caden Christner. And number 23, Dane Law. The Lions are coached by Mr. Trevor Beasley and assisted by Jerry Jenkins.
And we will keep it right here as the national anthem is played here at Leo High School.
And join us for the national anthem.
And with that, we are ready for soccer here at Leo High School. The Lions 4-2-2 overall, and the East Noble Knights, their conference rivals, coming in at 7-1 overall on the season. They do put 40 minutes on the clock, and the clock does count down in Indiana high school soccer. You'll see some levels of soccer where the clock counts up. I believe that's the way it is for the Fort Wayne FC. They finished their regular season back in July, as I recall. Now for East Noble, Peyton Straisley is the leading scorer for these Knights coming into play. He's got 18 goals on the season. Straisley is easily the leading scorer for these Knights. However, they do have some quality scorers behind him as well, including Michael Hernandez, the junior midfielder. He's got 9 goals on the year. And Aladeen Sawal, a junior midfielder, has 8 goals on the year. Silas Hand starting to come into his own. He's got 4 goals on the season. And a couple of young guys who have multiple goals on the team. One of them is number 7, Roman Pita. Another one is number 25, Silvero Ruvalcaba. Ruvalcaba will not be starting tonight, but you'll likely see him come in off the bench. We'll see if we can't get a few words in from some of our sponsors. Go ahead and get a start by hearing from some of those sponsors right now. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Got more sponsors that we'll hear from throughout the course of the night, but we're ready for soccer. Getting a 6:35 start tonight. And, of course, everybody around here is looking forward to the return of Monday Night Football, but we do hope that you'll join us all the way throughout. With this early start, we may be done before Monday Night Football gets started, and even if we're not, we'll be getting done close to the start of that game as the Knights look to push early, and the Lions, the header backwards for a moment, but then the ball comes to Jaron Bamey. A header there by Straisley. Lions send it the other way. That ball goes to midfield. Waiting on it is Bryce Booth. And Michael Hernandez gets a touch right around midfield, and we're going to get a whistle And a foul against the Lions. Looks like it's going on Owen Graves, the starting midfielder. As Bryce Booth sets it up at what technically is the 45-yard line. Of course, Leo plays football on this same field where they play soccer as well. That's a common thing here in Northeast Indiana. That's not the case at every high school around here, but it is the case at a lot of them, especially with the artificial turf and those surfaces becoming more and more common around this area. As Hernandez gets a touch, Michael Hernandez sends it backwards. That ball pushed across midfield by Ian Ringer. And the East Noble goalie, Armani Pita, will send it away. Throw-in coming up for the Lions. Armani Pita happens to be the brother of Roman Pita. As we get another whistle here. And I think this is going to be a free kick for the Knights. And they're going to have them bring it back. He usually kicked the free kick from the spot where the foul was called. Right now, Ronan Dye trying to get out of the way of that. For East Noble, it was about a 35-minute bus ride from Kendallville, Indiana to here in Leo. This is, of course, a conference matchup as the Knights get a touch in the box. That was Bamey. Lions were all around it, but the ball comes back out to Silas Hand. Straisley trying to set up one of his teammates. That's Pita, Roman Pita, and I think that ball went out. It did. It'll be a goal kick. Thomas Wagner, the starting goalie for Leo, wearing the orange goalie shirt. Another goalie on the roster is E.J. Denman. Ball will go out of bounds. Leo will get the throw in. It'll be Lucas Robinson to throw it in for the Lions. And one thing that these coaches are probably dealing with a lot of, there's a lot of bugs down on the field. Well, not on the field, but out close to the field. So they're probably having bugs fly all around their faces. I was down there just earlier. I had some bugs surrounding me. As Roman Pita sends that one toward midfield. Dane Roth was there for the Lions. As now they look to control on the East Noble side. Jackson Garrig will get a touch. Goes for a little through ball, and that's beyond the reach of Dane Roth. Little header there by Anthony Schwalm. And a touch for Bamey, as Bamey has defenders all around him. Hudson Douglas gets back to it for the Lions. Again, these two teams, part of a three-way tie for first place at the moment in the Northeast State Conference. They're both 2-0 in conference play. Columbia City's also 2-0. They'll be on the road taking on DeKalb tomorrow. This ball goes out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for the Lions. If I'm not mistaken, Leo and East Noble are in action in girls soccer tonight as well. That'll be over in East Noble. I should say at East Noble, in Kendallville. Ball gets loose, and it's going to be cleared out of bounds. That's going all the way over the head of the official. I was talking about football earlier. Both these schools off to a great start on the football field. They're both 3-0. East Noble most recently defeated Huntington North. Right before that, they defeated the Snyder Panthers. Leo has defeated the likes of Bishop Lures and Angola. Most recently, they knocked off conference foe Norwell. Leaping save off the throw-in. I call it a save, although you can't score directly on a throw-in, but Pita does snatch it, and he'll punt it away. I say you can't score on a throw-in. You can throw in to a teammate who kicks it in or scores on a header. You can do that. But if you're throwing the ball in and the ball goes into the goal, it does not count. As Thomas Wagner gets back there, he kicks it out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for East Noble. Quick throw into Straisley and knocked out of bounds by the Lions. They look for Mateo Salazar. The Lions are there defensively. They clear it. And that's going to go across midfield. Javier Martinez trying to chase it down. He gets there. Little through ball. And a takeaway by the Lions. I think that's Roth who got the touch. He gets it up ahead. That's Ringer. Ringer, left-footed shot. And a diving save. That's going to be a corner. No, it's not a corner kick. It's a goal kick. I thought Pita might have touched it. Ringer with the chance. It goes to no avail. We'll show the replay to you, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. This was a great chance for Ringer. Makes a nice move, nice shot. I'm having a hard time seeing how that didn't go off of Pita. Another chance for the Lions. This is Graves. Cleared out by the Knights. That header goes backwards, and Wagner will wait on it. Tries to send it forward and does to Dane Roth, but Dane Roth has two men right on him. That's Michael Hernandez who gets the ball right around midfield. Hernandez trying to weave around Roth all over him, and I think he's going to be called here. He is. And hold on a second. Dane Ross being called over to the official. I have not seen a signal for stoppage in play. The official explaining to Roth what he did, and he was all over Hernandez. There's no question about that. As Bryce Booth has this set up. We're inside the 5th minute here at Leo High School. Booth sends it right toward the box. Header goes backwards, and fortunately for the Lions, Thomas Wagner is there to prevent an own goal. That was a brief touch for Bamey. Little slide tackle there. Booth gets to it. Sent forward to Pontecorvo. Nico Pontecorvo, and now we get a trip at the 45-yard line. Roman Pita is upset, and are we going to get a whistle? Well, we get a whistle. The question is, are we going to get a stoppage? We are not. It doesn't look like. Ref explaining to Pita what he did. It was definitely a trip. And the Lions will get a free kick. They'll go with the short kick as they try to work their way up the field. Cooper Abel sends it ahead. Here come the Lions. Across. Right there is Armani Pita. Yeah, this was the chance earlier that Leo had, as Ian Ringer just couldn't put it home. Hernandez with a touch right near midfield. Hernandez still going. He's got Bamey up ahead. He gets it to him. Bamey in the box. Defenders get there, and Bamey sends it back to Pita. Roman Pita trying to work his way around traffic, and that's knocked out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for the Knights. It's Pita who will take it. Hernandez, a lot of footwork. He finds Salazar right on that line. And that's going out of bounds. Goal kick coming for the Lions, it looks like. Nope, throw-in. Throw-in coming for the Lions. That's Jackson Gehrig who will throw it in. Throws it high. Bounces over the head of Ringer, and we get a whistle. And a foul called against East Noble. They're going to have to bring the ball back to the spot where the foul was called. And the Lions will take a free kick. And I thought so. Jackson Gehrig brought that up a little bit too far. Sends it all the way across midfield. Little through ball. Lions with a chance. That might have gone off East Noble. If it did, it's a corner kick. And it is. A corner kick coming up for the Lions. I think that's Ronan Dye who's going to handle the corner kick. Bring it to the other side and kick it with the right foot. 11th minute here at Leo High School. Dye trying to set up a header. Instead, he sets up a couple of headers for the Knights as Pita and Bamey headed out for the moment. Now a whistle. We've got a man down for East Noble. Clock has been stopped at 29:35. Trying to get a look at who that is. In the meantime, we'll take an injury timeout here on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, Bryce Booth was the man who was down. The good news is he's back up. That's him inside the box for East Noble. They're going to bring the ball back to the spot where it would have been when Booth went down and the clock was stopped. It looks like Ronan Dye who's going to handle the free kick for Leo. Little drop kick. And now the Knights look to get it going the other way. Straisley gets a touch at midfield. 18 goals on the year for Straisley as he sends it forward to Aladin Sawal. A takeaway by the Lions. Little through ball as they look for Graves. Owen Graves pushing past traffic. Graves across. Left-footed shot. Knocked away and cleared by East Noble. Another chance for the Knights, perhaps, for the Lions, rather, as Roth works his way around. He gets it back to Gehrig. Shot wide left. That was Hudson Douglas who took the shot for Leo. As East Noble got the stop very briefly. I'll give you another look at this replay. It's brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Graves with a nice little setup there. And I think that was Booth who knocked the ball away for East Noble. Booth's been active around the goal. He's not the goalie. He's one of the defenders as this ball goes out off East Noble. And Jackson Gehrig will throw it in. 12th minute here at Leo High School. And a takeaway by the Knights. Another throw in for the Lions. That's Gehrig. Throws it in right over Hernandez. Back toward the middle. The header by Cooper Abel. Roth, the through ball, but that's going to be scooped up. Armani Pita with a rather easy scoop, all things considered. The Lions were pushing, but they never really got a clean shot. And Pita with a strong punt across midfield. The Lions send it out into what's technically the visiting bleachers, at least for football, that's the case. For soccer, we've got, looks like East Noble fans to our left here in the press box, and then Leo fans to the right. Lions control it in their own zone as they look to push down the field. They're going to say that went out before East Noble touched it, so a throw in for East Noble. Goes to Bamey. Roman Pita gets a touch. He sends it ahead to Silas Hand. Silas Hand with defenders on him. Hand slows down. The shot into the box. Defenders are there, and that's cleared out by Ian Ringer. Hand sticking with it. That's cleared out by the Lions. Caden Christner clears it out for Leo. Oh, a nice change in direction. Silas Hand working his way around traffic. He sends it all the way to the far side of the field, but offsides is the call on Bamey. And a free kick coming for the Lions. Each team has had chances. Nobody's been able to score just yet. This will be a throw-in for East Noble as they get it in quick. Knights look to push. Ball gets loose. Lions come up with it for the moment. And there's a near takeaway. Silas Hand does get it. Lions take over for the moment, but not for long. I almost thought that was Michael Hernandez. It was not. It was Mateo Salazar. But here come the Lions, and now here come the Knights. Possession continues to change hands, and of course I say that figuratively as the Lions take over, but that's a trip call. A trip call on Dane Roth right at midfield, and the Knights were about to waste no time putting that in play. They're going to bring it right up to midfield, and Bryce Booth will handle the free kick for East Noble. Booth sends it all the way to the far side, but he sends it out of bounds, beyond the reach of Jaron Bamey. A close game so far. Nobody scored as we're in the 16th minute, and now here comes Leo. But East Noble gets back defensively. That's Martinez. And Martinez knocks it out. The Lions will get a throw in. By the way, if you wonder where these teams are for football this weekend, Leo's right back here. They'll be taking on New Haven. East Noble's going on the road to take on DeKalb. That'll be their second road game of the year, first conference road game. As this ball wanders all the way into the box, and Thomas Wagner is there. Ringer gets to it. Graves kept his footing. Goes for the cross, and it's knocked away. A little slide tackle. Graves stays with it. Contact made, no foul. And now here come the Knights. That's Straisley. Peyton Straisley, leading goal scorer on this team. He sends it back to Sewall. Off of Straisley. Cleared for a moment. Off of East Noble. And going out of bounds. Throw-in coming for the Lions. Bryce Booth waiting on it. He'll send it back across midfield. That's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Lions, and a throw-in coming up for East Noble. That's Carson White who will handle the throw-in for the Knights. No score as we're in the 18th minute here at Leo High School. Long shot, that's going wide, as wisely Thomas Wagner lets it bounce out. Out of bounds. Throw-in coming, I think. Yep, it is a throw-in for the Lions. Nope, free kick. Free kick for the Lions as we get a call on East Noble. And the kick goes to number 10, Cooper Abel. Gehrig across midfield. Again, no Brooks Opliger for the Leo Lions tonight. He's sitting out. Again, I'm not entirely sure the reason. We've got to get a couple guys tangled up. It's going to be a foul against Michael Hernandez. He was tangled up with Hudson Douglas. This will be Leo's free kick. Jackson Gehrig and Dane Roth back there. It's going to be Roth who does the run-up. Looks like an East Noble player is adjusting his socks. Yeah, that's Straisley. Whatever it is, he's got it taken care of. Roth, the run-up, into the box. Knights try to clear it. A touch for Graves. Defenders are there for East Noble. That goes beyond the reach of Abel. Sent toward the box. Cross midfield, and that goes off the head of Douglas. Here come the Knights. Cleared out by the Lions. And a free kick, or excuse me, a throw-in coming up for the Knights as that one goes off of Ian Ringer. Throw into Pita. And that's out off the Knights. Salazar didn't send it the way he wanted to. Redirected by Sewall. Schwalm sends it toward the box, and that's off Martinez. Header by the Lions. Graves trying to get free to no avail. Lucas Robinson comes in. A defender on. Lions work their way around traffic. They get into the box. Ball gets loose. And is that going to be kicked in? Oh, it just went wide. Barely went wide. That was almost a fortunate goal for the Lions. And I think that was Ringer who would have gotten credit for the goal. But it just goes wide inside the 21st minute. Going to give you another look at this replay. It's brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Yeah, that would have been Ringer's goal had it gone in, but it just goes wide to the right. So we get a little issue with either the net or the post as one of the officials is trying to correct that. Low line driver off the head of Graves, and that's going to bounce out. Throw-in coming up for the Knights. As a sub will come in before the throw-in. Reminder, we'll have more high school soccer for you this week. Matt and I will be at Homestead on Thursday as the Spartans take on Bishop Dwenger in boys soccer. Dwenger's 3-1-1. Quick throw-in there by Pita. And is that going out? It is. And it did go out off the Knights, off of Aladine Sewall. And Jackson Gehrig will throw it in for the Lions. Long throw-in. Ringer with a man right on him and knocked away by Hernandez. Taken right back by the Lions. But that one goes behind the reach of Isaac DeVries. As this ball bounces into the Lions zone and it's cleared out by Schwalm. Mateo Salazar will throw it in for the Knights. Sewall has it knocked out of bounds. Speaking of Bishop Dwenger, you'll have a chance to watch their girls team tomorrow night as they play host to the Concordia Cadets. Ball gets loose, and the Lions clear. Right there for the scoop is Thomas Wagner. It's a critical game because Bishop Dwenger, I think, is in first place in the SAC in girls soccer. They did beat Northrop earlier this year. I believe they're the only team to beat Northrop so far. As Silas Hand gets a touch. Concordia lost to Northrop 3-1 earlier this year, so they got a chance to get a big win back. But to get it, they'll have to go on the road and knock off the Dwenger Saints as this ball wanders all the way to the East Noble bench. It's out off of Leo. That ball gets loose. The Knights come up with it. That's Hernandez. Hernandez trying to set up a through ball as he looks for Martinez. This one goes out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Lions. Most fields where the soccer and football teams share the field, the end line of the soccer field goes all the way to the back of the end zone. That's not the case here at Leo. The end line of the soccer field's about a yard, maybe 2 yards away, maybe a yard and a half away from the end of the end zone. As we get another goal kick for the Lions. Of course, when we go to Homestead on Thursday, I'll hold that thought as East Noble has a man down. Well, I'll let you know who that is as soon as I see it clearly. First, we've got an injury timeout.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Trying to get a look at who the injured man is for East Noble. We are in an injury timeout right now. Kylie Adrianson is the trainer for East Noble. I believe she's the one out there looking at him. Although if she was driving the cart, that might have been Mackenzie Williams, the trainer here at Leo. Well, he's trying to get up off his back, getting helped up by Booth, and that is number 7, Roman Pita. He's able to get on his feet, and good news is you do see him walking. He is walking a little gingerly, though. We'll certainly hope that it doesn't turn into anything serious and that Pita is able to return in this game, you would hope. And now Pita goes down on his back. I don't think he went down hard on his back. I certainly hope not. That's an asphalt track that he's laying on right now. Meanwhile, the play will be a goal kick for the Leo Lions. That's 2 players who have gone down so far in this game. Now, Bryce Booth went down. Fortunately, he was able to get back up. You saw him help Pita up off the ground moments ago. Right now, Pita is sitting up now. That's some good news. That's a touch for Martinez in the box. Cleared out by the Lions. Back to Hernandez. Michael Hernandez, left-footed shot, wide left. Subs will come in. I was mentioning earlier, we'll be at Homestead on Thursday, and at Homestead, that's one of those schools where the soccer and football teams do not share a field. Homestead soccer teams play at Pat Teagarden Stadium, which sits in the shadow of Homestead's football field. We'll take away on the far side. That was Martinez, and it's out of bounds off East Noble, throwing for Leo. That Dwenger soccer team, last I checked, is 3-1-1. Had a good 5-1 win against DeKalb earlier this year. Straisley gets a touch, sends it ahead to Bamey. Bamey with a spin move. Bamey still going, trying to set Straisley up. Straisley with 2 defenders on him. Straisley able to stay with it. Back to Bamey. Straisley another touch. The cross. And are they going to call a trip in the box? No, it's a goal kick. Incidental contact. Jackson Gehrig was there. Had a little run-in with Sawal, but incidental contact is the call. So no foul. Had it been a foul in the box, the Knights would be kicking a PK. We're in the 27th minute here at Leo High School. Quick kick up ahead to Dane Roth. Right there defensively was Mateo Salazar and Silas Hand, I beg your pardon. That's going to be a trip call on Hand. And now the official's going to stop play. Leo crowd wants a yellow card for Michael Hernandez for coming in and disrupting that free kick. Instead, Leo's going to get another free kick. Officials letting him play today. We haven't had any cards come out, although the official, now he's going to stop play. And right as I say that, we're going to get a discussion between the officials. Clock is stopped with 13 minutes and 13 seconds. Yes, that is the exact time. We'll see what the discussion is. No cards have been issued yet. I think that was Trevor Peasley hollering out to his athletes. Trevor Peasley, the head coach at Leo High School. He's got his team at 4-2-2, currently in a three-way tie. And now here's the yellow card. It goes to Michael Hernandez. So that's the first yellow card issued in this game. Just as I said, we hadn't had any yellow cards issued yet. And I think they got Hernandez for coming in there at the end and disrupting that free kick. Although, granted, Leo looked like they were trying to kick it really quick. Leo's going to get a free kick here at the end of all of that. Anthony Schwalm will handle the kick. And Michael Hernandez is not somebody that the Lions want to not have available. He's the second leading goal scorer, 9 goals on the season, and I think that's still Hernandez who's getting a talking to from the official. He's probably reminding him, you get one more of those yellow cards, it'll turn into a red card. That's not Hernandez. That's Aladeen Sawal. Now, he's also somebody that East Noble wants to make sure is available for the rest of this game. And it might have been Sawal who got the card. Well, the Leo fans were wanting a yellow card on East Noble, and they got one. Anthony Schwalm will kick it from right about the 45-yard line. 13-13 left to go here in half number one. And Schwalm boots it into the box, a little header, scooped up by Armani Pita. Booth sends it out of the box. Ringer is there for Leo. Here's Roth, defenders on him. Nearly taken away, and it looked like Roth just grabbed Roman Pita, and now we get a stoppage. Are we going to have another card? There it is. Dane Roth comes up with the yellow card. Well, you do expect a little bit of chippiness in a conference rivalry, and we're starting to get some. We're here in the 28th minute between the Leo Lions and the East Noble Knights. And Dane Roth definitely did have a hold of Roman Pita as Pita was trying to defend him. 12:46 left to go in this first half. Looks like Salazar just came back in for the East Noble Knights. Booth, the run up and the kick. He's got Straisley. Straisley trying to set up the cross. Leo has defenders there. Silas' hand goes up. And that's Hernandez going after the ball for East Noble. Hernandez toward the middle of the field. That's Hand. And coming in defensively is Cooper Abel. Abel with a touch at midfield. Here come the Lions. That's Ronan Dye. Knocked out of bounds by the Knights. That was Carson White who got back there for East Noble, and now Leo gets a throw in the East Noble zone. Will that stay in? Apparently it did, but East Noble clears it at least for now. Abel was pushing strong. The Lions get to it, and now they'll look to change direction as the ball goes across midfield to Schwalm. Gehrig, defender on him. Toward midfield, here come the Lions. They cross midfield and find Ronan Dye. The Knights get control. That's Hernandez. Hernandez working his way around, trying to work his way around Douglas. Bamey able to keep that one in. He goes tumbling over a Leo defender. It's out of bounds and a throw-in for the Knights. Seemed like everything was incidental, at least from my vantage point, and that is the call. East Noble will throw it in. Quick throw in to Straisley. Long kick by Straisley, that's going out. Way wide to the right. I got here about 5 o'clock, and it looked like the varsity football team was just finishing up practice at the time. Of course, you got to get your practice in early when you share a field with the varsity soccer team, which is the case here at Leo High School, as is the case at many area high schools. Sent back toward the middle. That's Graves. Graves gets it through some traffic. Douglas, the cross. Dye had to change his course, and I thought for a moment he might be hurt. That's going out of bounds, and East Noble will get this throw in. Scoreless match so far as we've entered the 31st minute. Header goes backwards. Abel's header goes forwards. And that ball takes a punt-like bounce and changes direction. Leo's throw in, it goes to Abel. Cleared out of bounds by the Knights. Long throw in. Somehow that ball stayed in, and Roth gets a touch just outside the box. Straisley gets a touch. He's got defenders in close. Hernandez lost it. Abel. Abel with a header the other way. Hernandez has it. Long pass as he looks for Sawal, and Sawal took a hit in the back from Gehrig. That'll stay in as Graves gets to it. There's Sawal with a takeaway. Sawal finds Straisley. Straisley with a man on. Corner kick coming for East Noble. Cleared out by Anthony Schwalm, and East Noble will get the corner kick. .32nd minute here at Leo High School. High kick in the air, trying to set up a header. Shot, no good. Diving attempt by Wagner. I don't think he touched it, which is good for Leo because it means it's a goal kick. Got subs coming in. And that might have been the best chance that East Noble's had so far in this ball game. Well, they've controlled the ball well. They've created opportunities, but I don't think they've gotten a touch that close to the goal until just now. Pushing in is Sawal. Straisley's there as well. He knocks it away, but that's out off him. Throw in for the Lions. Close game here in Leo. These are two teams part of a three-way tie for first place in the Northeast 8 Conference. Third team in that bunch is the Columbia City Eagles. They're off tonight, but they're at DeKalb tomorrow. As this ball's knocked out of bounds, that's a goal kick for the Lions. So they need a new soccer ball. Ball retriever had to go behind the stands to get one. I tell you what, these ball retrievers have to run a long way, don't they? Maybe not a long way, but they have to do a whole lot of running from whistle to whistle. They get it up the field. That's knocked away by Martinez. Ringer gets to it. Ringer one-on-one with Martinez. Sent back into the box and cleared by Carson White. Here come the Knights. Taken away on the cross by Roth. Check that, that's not Roth. Roth's on the other side of the field. I think that was Abel who got his foot on it. And now Gehrig sends it across midfield. Here come the Knights. The Lions, rather. Right-footed shot, and that's wide left. Ronan Dye took the shot, and it just goes wide. Actually, it went quite a ways wide. Nothing's coming easy for any of these shooters tonight. Bryce Booth will handle the goal kick for East Noble. So we're inside 6 minutes to play. Header the other way, almost a header. Lions got a touch. Roman Pita with a short kick over to Salazar. And Salazar didn't quite get as much oomph on that kick as he wanted to. However, Sawal is able to get his touch, and now he battles for the ball. Well defended there by the Lions. And now Straisley push it in. The Lions clear for now. Abel's got it for Leo. Abel with a man on. All the way across midfield, and that's going to bounce out of bounds. That'll be an easy retrieval. And Carson White will throw it in. That one's also out of bounds. This one's going to be a Leo throw in. A takeaway by DeVries, Isaac DeVries. Long kick, DeVries had it go past him. Hernandez with purple shirts all around. He's able to find Mateo Salazar. Here's Pita. Right there defensively is Schwalm. And Dane Roth gets to it. Ringer had it knocked away. Abel chases after that one. Nice move there by Ronan Dye. And Dye has it taken away. That's Sawal, Aladeen Sawal. That ball will roll toward the box. It'll be kicked out by Thomas Wagner. And that's a long kick that goes all the way to the track. And I mean that not in baseball terms. That's the track and field track that surrounds the pitch here at Leo High School. Abel with a touch short of midfield. Tripped up and taken away. Michael Hernandez makes the play. Hernandez still going for it. Check that. That was Sawal. And this one goes out. And we got a man down on the sideline. And I think this is going to be a free kick for East Noble as Christian Sanchez flips it up to the spot where it would be kicked. It's the 37th, make that the 38th minute here at Leo High School. Free kick coming for East Noble. Close game here at Leo High School. And a fun game as these two teams are vying for first place in the Northeast 8 Conference. They're tied for first along with Columbia City. Columbia City's off tonight. They'll play DeKalb tomorrow. Long kick. Trying to set up Straisley. Leo was there. Battle for the ball. Straisley gets his touch. Straisley. Shot wide left. It was Pita who took the shot. Straisley set him up, but Pita missed it wide. That was a battle for that loose ball, and East Noble again comes up empty. Both teams have come up empty on their chances so far, but the Lions try to get something going. A takeaway by the Knights. Hernandez trying to keep control, and that's going to be a call on Hudson Douglas. And now Hernandez looked hobbled. He's still on his feet. Booth will handle the free kick as we've got 1:37 to play here in this first half. Booth into the box. That ball gets loose. The Lions are there. That's Gehrig. He sends it out to DeVries. Booth is there. He finds Pita. Pita, man on. To the near side, that's Sewell. Sewell lost it. He tried to kick the ball when he didn't have it. They get tangled up. And we're going to get a whistle and probably a free kick, I think. And now the clock will stop. Stops with 55.2 seconds to play. As Gehrig's getting an explanation from the referee, and here comes a card.
You have got to be kidding me. Unbelievable.
Crowd doesn't like it. That's the second Leo player to get a yellow card. Jackson Gehrig gets that one. Dane Roth got the yellow card earlier. And now the East Noble players, they're pleading their case with the referee. Roman Pita is making some kind of argument. It's going to be a free kick for the Knights. I think if they had any argument, it's a question of did the foul happen in the box? It was right on the line. Well, it looks as though Pita has said his piece. And in the end, it's going to be a free kick for the East Noble Knights. I believe that's Straisley who's got it set up. That is Straisley, number 10. 55.2 left to play. We've seen Straisley have to adjust his socks a few times tonight. I say his socks, I think he's adjusting his shin guard. Taking a long time to do it, though. And it looks like he's got it done. And with 55.2 seconds, he'll be getting a free kick here in just a moment. Official comes back over. He's trying to mark off where the defenders can stand. And they'll wind the clock. Straisley runs up. Saved by Wagner. Thomas Wagner saves the free kick try. And here comes Leo with 40 seconds left. A touch inside the box. That ball's kicked into the air. And Pita waits on it as DeVries was in close. Pita coming close to that line, and he punts it away. Straisley over to Bamey. Back to Straisley. Straisley trying to set up Bamey.
10, 9, 8.
Down to 8 seconds. Straisley, man on.
5, 4.
Toward the box, kicked out, and that would be a corner kick, but we're going to run out of time. The first half has come to an end. No score in this battle of Northeast 8 conference foes. Leo and East Noble trying to get to first place in the NE8 for at least the day. Again, they're in a three-way tie with the Columbia City Eagles, who are off tonight and awaiting a trip to DeKalb tomorrow. While we have a chance, we'll go ahead and get a few words in from our sponsors that allow us to do the games that we do here on SummitCitySports.com. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu for more information. A scoreless tie at halftime between Leo and East Noble, and we will be right back after this break on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
No score between the Leo Lions and the East Noble Knights. Both teams tied for first place in the Northeast 8 Conference. This game would go into overtime if it were tied at the end of the second period, with this being a conference matchup. If it was a non-conference game, that would be different. But since it is a conference game, they will play overtime if we get to that point. We haven't gotten to that point yet, but we've got a tie ball game and no score. Both East Noble and Leo have had chances to put the ball on the net, but neither one has been able to do so. Although Leo did come very close earlier in this game. I think it was Cooper Abel who took a shot that just barely missed wide to the right. It came just inches in front of the post when the shot went wide. Worth noting that we've also got high school volleyball going on tonight. Bishop Luers will be taking on the Woodland Warriors here soon, but it looks like the JV game, well, the scoreboard says the JV game is still in progress, but what I'm looking at shows that both Luers and Woodland might be in their warm-ups right before the varsity game, so we'll see about that. That's what it looks like from what I'm seeing. I'm seeing girls hit the ball to each other. I'm not seeing anybody send any volleys over the nets. I'm seeing balls being hit both on the Woodland side and at the Luers side. That game is at Bishop Luers, by the way. We'll be back after this break. You're watching high school soccer on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Welcome back. We are here at Leo High School. No score. We are at halftime between the East Noble Knights and the Leo Lions. Two teams part of a three-way tie for first in the Northeast 8 Conference. The other part of that trio is the Columbia City Eagles. They are off tonight, but they will play DeKalb tomorrow night. Here's a look at least one of our replays. The replays are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. This was a good chance for the Lions early on in this ball game. 11 minutes in, they get the shot, but it's knocked away, and I think Bryce Booth was the one who knocked it away for the Knights. The Knights have had some chances as well over the course of this game, and we're going to see one of those opportunities here on this replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Get a couple of touches here. Straisley trying to set up Roman Pita, but Pita sends it wide left. And we remain in a scoreless tie even after that shot. Again, this game would go into overtime if we were to remain tied at the end of period number 2. Right now, we've got a few more words from our sponsors to give you on SummitCitySports.com. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit TJWindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana, we are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260Sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. A fun matchup if you like good defensive soccer and you like teams getting a number of chances as the game goes on. And again, the winner for at least a day sits all alone at the top of the Northeast 8 Conference. Again, Columbia City plays tomorrow. They're 2-0 so far in conference play. East Noble and Leo are 2-0 so far in conference play, but one team's going to go to 3-0, the other's going to go to 2-1. Give you a little look at what's coming up in high school soccer this week on Summit City Sports. Homestead plays Canterbury in boys soccer tomorrow night. And again, Bishop Dwenger hosts Concordia in girls soccer. We'll also have some more volleyball. Joe Northern's at Bishop Lewis tonight. He'll be at Bishop Dwenger tomorrow night as the Knights take on the as the Saints take on the Norwell Knights. Bishop Dwenger's mascot is the Saints, Norwell is the Knights. And if there's anything confusing about that game, it'll be all the blue and gold that you'll be seeing on the court, because both Norwell and Bishop Dwenger have blue and gold. I imagine that it'll probably be, well, maybe Bishop Dwenger will be wearing white and Norwell will be wearing blue, or vice versa, or maybe one team will wear gold and the other will wear blue, or one team will wear gold and the other will wear white. We'll see what happens when that game gets started. On Wednesday night, we've got more boys soccer as the Northrop Bruins take on the Concordia Cadets. We'll be bringing you some St. Francis soccer as well, men's soccer, as the Cougs take on Lawrence Tech on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Indiana Tech women's soccer takes on Governor's State at 2 p.m. on Wednesday with Aaron Farley on the call. And Indiana Tech women's volleyball hosts Defiance College. That's Joe Northern on the call. More volleyball on Thursday as Leo hosts Heritage. That'll be right back here at Leo High School inside the Lions Den with Joe Northern on the call and Jake Havlin on camera. My cameraman Matt Jackson and I will be at Homestead on Thursday as the Spartans take on the Bishop Dwenger Saints. It's about a 6:30, maybe 6:45 start, not 7:45, 6:45. We will also have a whole host of high school football games, including Bluffton at Woodland with Steve Orth on the call, East Noble at DeKalb with Joe Northern on the call, New Haven at Leo. That's one of our new announcers, Caden Linder on the call. Matt and I will be at Northside as the Legends take on Concordia. Tim Atkinson will be at Southside for the Calhoun Street Showdown. Southside Archers versus the Bishop Luers Knights. Eli Lawrence will be at Spooler Stadium. That'll be Snyder's home game as they take on the Wayne Generals. And Jeff Mahoney will be at Churubusco as they take on the Eastside Blazers. And Jeff will be at Manchester as Manchester takes on Concordia. And I'm not sure if that's Concordia Ann Arbor, which Concordia that is. That's college football, though, at 1 p.m. As both teams are getting ready to take the pitch to start the second half. They'll put 40 minutes back on the clock. Leo will get this free kick, or this kickoff, I should say, as East Noble got the opening kickoff, and the teams will switch sides. Again, some more matchups that we have for you. Some more high school soccer. Bishop Dwenger hosting Wayne in boys soccer on Saturday, and Southside is also hosting Bishop Chittard in boys soccer. That's also on Saturday. St. Francis women's soccer plays host to IU Northwest. That'll be Eli Lawrence on the call for that one. Well, it looks like all the players are out on the pitch as we await the start of the second half. 40 minutes on the clock. And we are underway. Taken away, Straisley with a strong kick, and getting in front of that is Bamey, but Leo sends it the other way. Leo's been shut out twice here on this field. A 1-0 loss to Concordia. I believe the Cadets got a late goal in that one. Then a 2-0 loss at the hands of Northrop. Northrop is the only team that has beaten East Noble this season. Little through ball as Bamey tries to get to it. Bamey with a high kick, and Wagner is there for the save. That will count as a save as that ball was coming on the goal. Seemed fairly easy for Wagner, but he did his job. He's done a good job between the pipes today. Now, if this game goes into penalty kicks, then both goalies are going to be chomping at the bit trying to make sure that they can keep their team from falling in the extra period. There may very well be a couple extra periods. Silas Hand trying to keep control. He sends it backward. He had Owen Graves on him, and Graves keeps it in, but cleared back the other way by Martinez. That was Sawal who was pushing, and the Lions get a touch. Dane Roth trying to push through traffic. All kinds of nights there. Roth sticks with it, trying to set a man up. Ronan Dye working his way backwards, and that went off Dye before it went out of bounds. A little slide tackle effort there on the part of Roman Pita. The header by Schwam. That's going out of bounds, and a throw in for the Lions. Lucas Robison to throw it in. Pita on him. And that kick by Roth is going out of bounds. This throw-in will go to East Noble. Quick throw-in by Carson White. Hernandez finds a man. Off the foot of Straisley. He stays with it. Straisley, a long cross. Defender is there for Leo. Sawal trying to get it back to Straisley. Abel's right there. But staying with it is Sawal, and that's cleared by the Lions. Shot, and that was knocked away by Wagner. That's going to be a corner kick. That ball was going wide. Wagner must have thought that that was creeping in toward the post. It ended up creeping away from the post. So East Noble's going to get a corner kick, and I think that's Straisley who's going to put it in play for the Knights. 44th minute here at Leo High School. Low kick, cleared out. Knocked away again. And cleared by the Lions, but out of bounds. Throw in for the Knights. And they throw it in quick. So Wall, one-on-one with a defender, and that's knocked out by the Lions. That'll roll all the way out of bounds, and a throw-in coming up for Bryce Booth. Abel with a defender on him, gets it across midfield. As they try to set up Graves. Graves trying to make his move. Man on him, into the box. The cross, cleared by the Knights. And on the back end, it's Schwang. Bamey goes down, no call. Now there is a call. Foul against the Lions. And a free kick coming up for the Knights. Ball got kicked ahead, perhaps prematurely. And they're going to bring it back to the spot so that Bryce Booth can set up this free kick. He'll kick it from about the 25-yard line. Yeah, I know the yard lines don't really matter in soccer, but when your soccer team shares a field with the football team, it's hard to not point that out. Right toward the middle. Hudson Douglas, a through ball. DeVries had it knocked away, stays with it, and a diving save by Armani Pita. Off the head of Robinson. Back to Robinson. Lucas Robinson. Tries to leave it off. That's going out of bounds and a throw in for the Lions. Lions trying to break this scoreless tie. The throw in by Douglas. Header clears it for East Noble. And then a long kick down the field. Header back the other way. I think that was Ringer who got the header there. Here come the Knights. So Wall leaves it back to Hernandez. Hernandez around some traffic. A host of purple shirts there, and that's cleared by the Lions. Long kick. Silas Hand goes wide right. We may be coming down to the wire here at Leo High School. What a fun game this has been. Low scoring, yes, but fun nonetheless. And no, I did not mean that to rhyme. A takeaway by the Lions. Here they come down the field. Ringer lost it. Abel, left footer knocked away. Carson White rejects it. And knocked out of bounds off the foot of Lucas Robinson. Carson White will throw it in for East Noble. Well, backwards kick there by Pita. Pita able to stay with it. And that goes past Hernandez and a chance for the Lions. DeVries. Abel trying to set him up. The header wide left. Not by much. DeVries almost broke the scoreless tie, but it just goes to the left. Isaac DeVries had a chance. And I'm thinking that Armani Pita just knew that he couldn't get to that ball in time. Now there's the header. Yeah, Peta's trying to wander all the way from the opposite post, and now we got to get this replay cut. Because it looked for a second like the Knights were going to have a chance. Instead, the Lions disrupt that. Here's Robinson. Robinson had Peta right on him across midfield. Douglas taken away. That's Booth. At least that looked like it was Booth who took it away. He's been active on the defensive side for East Noble throughout this game. And the Lions take it right back. Here they come across midfield. Into the box. Scooped up by Peta. Armani Peta. And he'll flip it out to Carson White. White with a man on. They try to get it back to him. Can White keep it in? He does. And somehow, Bamey's able to keep it in. Back up to Bamey. Bamey sends it a little bit too far. Wagner will scoop that. And a good defensive job by the Lions as they front Peyton Straisley. I think that was Caden Christner who was in front of him the whole time. Groves sends it to the far side. DeVries racing after it. DeVries stays with it. DeVries trying to set up the cross. That one stays in. Backwards kick. Cleared for a moment. Battle for the ball. Sawall looked like he kept it in. And they're going to say it was a foul on Leo, so free kick coming up for East Noble. Inside 30 minutes to play in regulation. And we will have extra soccer if regulation ends in a tie. Reason being because this is a conference matchup. If it was non-conference play, the game could end in a tie. Not so in conference play. As they get the ball to Graves. Graves with defenders in close, trying to set up Hudson Douglas. DeVries, the cross. Still loose in the box, cleared by the Knights. Schwalm on the back end. Straisley had it taken away. Caden Christner making a play. And here come the Lions. Robinson, left footer. DeVries going for the bicycle kick, it looked like. And that's going over the post on the shot by Dane Roth. A lot of chances for the Lions here in the second half. They've controlled the ball well. Can they make it count? East Noble has only lost once. That was on their home field against the Northrop Bruins. Leo has lost twice. Both of those games were here. They were shutouts against Concordia and Northrop. A near trip as Hernandez battles for the ball. He sends it backwards. That's Martinez. Has it taken away. Douglas up the field. Here comes Graves. Graves, man on, left-footed shot, saved. Still loose and fallen on by Armani Peta. Armani Peta kept his wits about him. Bamey up ahead. Nobody there in a white shirt. Wagner. A touch for Roman Peta. His brother Armani with a valiant save just moments ago as East Noble's got a chance. This is going out of bounds, and East Noble will get the throw in. Bamey puts it in play. Silas Hand. A man on him. Hand trying to keep control. Bamey, backwards pass. And Graves right there for the takeaway. DeVries going to chase that one down for Leo. And he just keeps it in, or does he? No, that's out of bounds. So the lights come on here at Leo High School. And one thing I've seen late in the year coming here to do football is you'll see some folks in those houses out behind the field have a little bonfire. You can have a bonfire and watch football or watch soccer. In this case, soccer. Leo wants an offsides call. The shot goes wide. Straisley had a chance but couldn't put it in. Leo wanted an offsides call. They didn't get that, but they do get the stop. Here's a look at it on the replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Does Straisley get ahead of the pack too early? I think he does, just barely. But again, Leo gets the benefit of the doubt anyway because the shot doesn't go. Oh, Straisley pushing, but they clear it out. Leo has played Straisley rather well today. He's gotten his chances, but the Lions have stayed with him. They haven't made anything easy for him. We're going to get a call against the Knights, it looks like. Free kick coming up for the Lions. Some fun soccer going on here at Leo High School. Robinson. To his left. Faked a man out, but he knocks it out of bounds. He faked out Bamey, but couldn't keep the ball in play. Throw in by White. Pita boots it across midfield to Straisley. Knocked away by the Lions. Throw in for the Knights. Looked like Abel got back there and knocked it out. And White will throw it in for East Noble. Abel stays with it. White was trying to set up Straisley, and Abel read the ball well, and he reads it well again. That's going out of bounds. Another throw-in coming up for East Noble. Header the other way, that's out. Another throw-in coming up for the Knights. A little bit, I'll let you know what's coming up for both these teams in their next few games. East Noble will be off till Friday. They'll go on the road to play West Noble. I said Friday, I meant Saturday. That's when they go to West Noble, and they're back home on Monday, taking on the Norwell Knights, a conference home game. Kicked high in the air. Straisley's there, gets ahead on it. It goes wide. Corner kick is the call. There were Leo defenders in the area, and East Noble gets the benefit of the doubt, and I think that's Straisley who's setting up the corner kick. For Leo, their next game is against Carroll on Wednesday. That's on the road. Then they go to Belmont a week from tonight. Poked away by Wagner, and a whistle against the Knights. And Wagner looked to be hurt. But whatever the case may be, he's sticking this thing out. That was yeoman's work by Wagner as he knocked it away. Straisley a touch just on the edge of the box. Straisley working his way around. And a takeaway by the Knights, it looks like. That's Hernandez trying to get control with DeVries on him. And Hernandez is going to send it backwards. Pita waits on it. Pita's got to clear it. He does. But taken away, knocked toward the goal! And he scores! Cooper Abel! As Pita came out of the box, and Leo leads it 1-0. Cooper Abel took advantage of the chance. And this is worth showing to you on our replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Pita comes out, he knew he had to clear it. He did. He had to get back to the box, but Abel with a strong strike, and he puts it in just under that crossbar. And the Lions lead it 1-0. They've been shut out twice on this field, and they're trying to make sure that doesn't happen again. Actually had a scoreless tie on this field as East Noble tries to answer, and a trip just outside the box. That was Aladine Sawal who got tripped, and one of the Lions has to tie his shoes. For Cooper Abel, that's his third goal of the season, the junior breaking the scoreless tie as East Noble looks for an equalizer. Referee's trying to make sure everybody's set the right way. Got 21, 26, and counting left to go in this second half. And I think that's Pita, Roman Pita, handling the free kick for East Noble. Long kick, swatted over the crossbar by Wagner. Thomas Wagner. Pita just saw Cooper Abel sneak one in under the crossbar earlier, and he tried to do the same thing. Wagner said, "Oh, no, you don't." It is going to be a corner kick for East Noble, though. As they go for the header, the Lions are there. They knock it out of the box. A touch for Martinez. Cleared out by the Lions, and that one's coming into the stands. That's a temporary souvenir, if you will, as Carson White throws it in. Out of bounds. That looked like it was off East Noble. They're going to say it was off Leo. White throws it in. That one's definitely off Leo. White throws it into the box. Header clears it. Knocked out of bounds. Another throw in for East Noble. East Noble getting a lot of chances here as we approach the 20-minute mark. White fires it into the box. Actually came up just outside the box. Deflected by the Lions, cleared at least for the time being. Off the foot of Martinez. Abel sends it down the field. He's got the game's only goal. Knocked out of bounds by Carson White. Remember, Leo was without one of their top scorers in Brooks Opliger. He's got 5 goals on the season. He's tied for the team lead in goals. And he's not playing tonight. And yet Leo leads at 1-0. They've controlled the ball well here in the second half. They've suffered 2 shutout losses on this field, including a game that ended, I should say, plus a game that ended in a scoreless tie. That's a goal kick for East Noble. Nope, check that. Throw in for Leo. Lucas Robinson to throw it in. Gets it into the box. Cleared on the header. And that'll bounce out. I don't think Leo minds letting a few seconds tick off the clock. But we've got a lot of time left in this game. That ball's kicked behind the goal off the foot of Robinson. Goal kick coming up for East Noble. A backwards header. Straisley trying to get to it. Leo has defended him extremely well throughout the course of this game. Straisley with 18 goals on the season so far. He's gotten plenty of touches today, but has not scored. As the Lions get to that one, and they try to clear it, taken away by the Knights. I think that was Hernandez. Michael Hernandez trying to set up Silas Hand. The Lions clear. East Noble's lost only once all year. That was, it was not here. It was at home against the Northrop Bruins a week ago Saturday. Cleared by the Lions. Knights get it on the back end, but that one looks like it's going out. Nope, the Knights keep it in for now. That's Ronan Dye who gets to it, and that one's going to roll out of bounds. Throw in coming up for the Lions, I think. Looks like it's actually going to be the Knights throw in. Check that, it will be the Lions throw in. Little through ball. Knights have Carson White back there. That was Ronan Dye putting some pressure on for Leo as the Lions redirected the other way. Ian Ringer got a touch. Here's DeVries. He's got a chance. DeVries, shot! Goal! Off the hands of Pita, and Isaac DeVries adds to the Lions' lead.
DeVries, Leo leads 2-0.
A 2-0 lead for the Lions in this game between two teams tied for first. Here's another look at it. Great chance for DeVries, and he uses that quickness to get down the field, and a strong kick off the hands of Armani Pita. And DeVries adds to Leo's lead. They're up 2. That replay, like always, is brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not seeing any goals for DeVries on the season. That might have been his first of the year as that kick goes wide. Cooper Abel. Check that Ringer. No, that is Abel. Abel's got one of the 2 goals for Leo in this game. Abel with 2 men on. Abel trying to keep it in. He does. Oh, good work, Cooper Abel. Carson White on him, and he clears it. That'll be a throw-in for the Lions. Lucas Robison waiting to throw it in. He gets it in quick. The Knights with a takeaway, a trip, and it's going to be called. They got Owen Graves for that one, and the Knights will get a free kick, down 2. Coming up on 15 minutes to play here at Leo High School. Douglas racing through traffic. Douglas wide right. And he might have been trying to set up Graves. Or was that Ronan Dye on the far side of the field? I think it was Ronan. Yeah, it was not Graves. So I think it was Ronan Dye, but couldn't quite get it to him. Ronan Dye has yet to score a goal this season. And again, Leo is without one of their top scorers in Brooks Oplinger. Kick backwards to Wagner. Wagner's done a great job in the box today. Past Abel. Silas Hand gets to it. 2-goal game. East Noble looking for a come from behind. Oh, Cooper Abel walling off Hudson Douglas defensively there. Check that. He walled off Jaron Bamey. That shot's deflected. Lions do a good job in a box there. That's rolling out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for East Noble.
Good call, sir.
Subs are going to come in, and I thought I heard a fan say, "Wrong call, sir."
Great call.
And they say, "Great call." The signal was East Noble ball, which seems surprising because Roman Pita took a swipe at it with his foot and didn't get the ball. White throws it in. Knights still have it for now. Hernandez surrounded. Kicks it outside. Bamey high in the air. Hernandez the shot. Leo's there. Whistle in the box. Is that going to be a penalty kick? I think it is. The clock is being stopped. A foul in the box means a penalty kick, and that's what we've got here. Michael Hernandez will take it. Hernandez is one of the night's better scorers, and they've got a chance to get on the board here. Clock stops, showing 13 minutes and 13 seconds. No, it's not Friday the 13th, but we've had the clock stopped at 13:13 before. Michael Hernandez trying to get East Noble on the board. The run-up, the shot, goal! Michael Hernandez. East Noble scoreless no more. I'll try to show you a couple of replays here brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. See where the foul occurred. As Hernandez was pushing into the box. That's a whole host of guys going for the ball. I'm not sure there's any warrant for a foul call there, but we got one. And because the foul was called in the box, it turns into a penalty kick for East Noble, and Hernandez puts it home. As now Leo looks to answer. I think that's Abel racing down the field. They got a chance. Across. Cleared out for now by the Knights. Knights looking to go quick. Abel clears. It's out of bounds. Throw in for East Noble. Well, here's a look at the goal scored by Hernandez just a moment ago. I think we're going to run out of time. East Noble's pushing, trying to even up this game. That ball gets loose, and Wagner's got it. Thomas Wagner. The only goal he's allowed so far was that PK goal. We got a lot of soccer left to be played. That ball bounces. Sent up the field. Clear to the sideline. That goes out of bounds. Who was it off of? It was off of Leo. It's a goal kick for East Noble. East Noble 7-1 overall. Leo 4-2-2. They've had some tough losses, both coming on this field. And now here comes East Noble trying to even up the score. Leo gets back defensively. Only goal for East Noble so far was a PK goal. Quick throw in by the Knights. Their only loss was at home against Northrop. Another chance in the box for East Noble. Shot saved by Wagner. What a game for Thomas Wagner between the pipes. And with over 11 minutes to go, his Lions lead it by 1. That ball gets loose. Ronan Dye battling for it. Owen Graves the takeaways. He tries to set up Douglas. Douglas back to the outside. The cross. Dye. Defenders on him. Taken away by the Knights. Slowing down is Pita. Roman Pita. Across midfield. Straisley. He's been held in check so far in this game, but he goes to the far side. Hernandez trying to chase it down. It's cleared out by Leo. Long kick across the field. Beyond the reach of Silas Hand. Hand battling with a defender. And Douglas wins that battle. Hudson Douglas, there he goes. He's got Dye in front. Douglas knocked away. Abel on the back end. Knocked away again by East Noble. Cooper Abel had the game's first goal. A kick from long distance as Armani Pita was out of the box. Isaac DeVries got the game's second goal. This will be a throw-in for the Lions. Inside 10 minutes to play. Good ball game here at Leo High School. If you go only by overall record, a Lions win technically would be an upset, but these teams are dead even in the Northeast 8 Conference standings. As Carson White throws it in. And again, Columbia City plays tomorrow. So whoever wins this game could still end up tied with Columbia City for first in the Northeast 8 by the end of tomorrow. They're going to have Carson White back up before he throws this in. He runs up, fires. That's knocked away, and this one's going out of bounds. That was off the foot of Owen Graves, and Carson White fires it in. Pita, the long kick, looking for Straisley. Straisley, taken away. Wagner scooped it up. Was that Corlew defensively? That was either Aiden Corlew or Anthony Schwalm who helped with that takeaway as Abel fires across midfield. Ronan Dye has that cleared by the Knights, and that's going out of bounds right in front of the bleachers. Throw-in coming up for the Lions. It's a goal kick coming up for East Noble. Silas Hand with a strong boot, but the Lions are there. Leo suffered some tough losses on this field already, trying to make sure that doesn't happen again as Roman Pita comes in for the takeaway. Tries to get it through Lion defenders, and the Lions knock it the other way. Abel chases it down, but kicks it out. Throw-in coming up for Bamey. He throws it in long. A little contact, and the flag goes up. The Leo fans don't like it, and we're going to get a whistle as Pita's down. He's already gone down once in this ball game. Not sure if he re-aggravated something, but whatever the case may be, we'll take an injury timeout.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories.
We're going to come back because Pita did get up. And now Bryce Booth has the ball set up, ready to take a free kick. East Noble's only goal so far in this game was on a penalty kick. Now the official making sure everybody's legally set up. The run up by Booth. Long kick. Header high in the air. Caught by Wagner. Header. Not really a header. The Lions come up with it. That's Lucas Robinson. He gets knocked down, and there's the whistle. And this will be a free kick for the Lions. And they're not too far outside the box either. Cooper Abel has it set up as he awaits to take the kick. He got the Lions' first goal in this game. Clock is still running, 5:35 left, which, if you're a Leo fan, that's a good thing. As Abel runs up, that's going high in the air, and Abel scores! Right on the free kick. Cooper Abel adds to Leo's lead. How about Cooper Abel from long range? Both of his goals have come from long range. Here's the most recent. Put it well over the wall. And I don't know if that counts as bending it like Beckham, but he bent it plenty well and put it in for his second goal of the game. That replay, as always, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. And did we get a yellow card? I think we did get a yellow card. Ref was writing something in his book, and it looked like he gave the card to Aladeen Sawal. I believe that's 2 yellow cards for East Noble. Michael Hernandez got one as well. As now the pressure's on the Knights. Cleared out on the back end by Dane Roth. Or check that, Ian Ringer. Goes out of bounds. East Noble's only goal coming on a penalty kick. Cooper Abel with 2 goals. Isaac DeVries has 1, and Thomas Wagner's done a great job between the pipes today. As the Knights try to get it going the other direction, that's going to be cleared, and it's going out. Gotten word that Lures has won their first set against Woodland 25-20. That's girls volleyball over at Bishop Lures High School. And again, what's coming up next for Leo? They're on the road taking on Carroll in 2 days. Get a whistle against East Noble. Lions trying to hold on and go to 3-0 in NE8 play. East Noble came in at 2-0 in NE8 play. They try to get it to Abel. Abel's had a great game. 2 of the 3 Leo goals belong to him. Kept in play for now and taken away momentarily by Bamey. Loose ball. Robinson battles for it. Robinson gets to it. Try to get it to Abel. That does go off East Noble. Goes off Carson White. Leo will get the throw in. Abel trying to feed Ringer. Kicked in the air and cleared out of bounds by East Noble. Robinson to throw it in. Up the field. Straisley has it cleared across the field. That was Andrew Scroggum. It's out of bounds. East Noble will throw it in with just over 3 minutes to play. East Noble 2-0 in NE8 play, trying to avoid their first conference loss as well as their first road loss. Their only loss so far was a home game against Northrop. The header goes the other way. Toward midfield. Sent the other way by Pita. Good battle there by Silas Hand with Pita, or rather Abel, right on him. And trying to get it to Straisley. And Straisley battles with Leo defenders. That's a long run for Sawal. Loose and out of bounds. Who touched it last? They're going to say Leo did. Corner kick for East Noble. We're coming up on 2 minutes to play. 2:15 left. Straisley will handle the kick from the corner. High in the air. Loose and cleared. Header into the box. Battle for the ball, and East Noble gets a touch. Shot wide right. Goal kick coming up for Leo as we're inside 2 minutes to play. For Leo, their next conference game will be against Belmont. That'll be a week from today. That's on the road. And then a week from Wednesday, they host DeKalb right back here at Leo High School. And on September 22nd, they'll host Huntington North, and they'll play their final conference game against the Columbia City Eagles on September 29th. That'll be on the road. Another chance here for the Lions. Weston Blakey has it cleared by East Noble. Straisley trying to set up Sawall. As we approach the final minute, Sawall walled off and knocked out of bounds. Corner kick coming. 52 seconds left. East Noble needs a goal, and they need it quick. They need 2 goals, obviously. They got to get job 1 taken care of. Was that off of Leo? It was. Now, if you're Leo, the benefit is time is still ticking off the clock. We're down to 35 seconds. Clock doesn't stop on a ball out of bounds like in basketball. Header clears it for now. Straisley couldn't get his touch. Boy, Leo has done a great job on Straisley today. This is a kid who had 18 goals coming into play. They have shut him down. Throw into the box. Straisley knocked away. Gets another touch. Another try. That's knocked away. Boy, the Lions not making anything easy on Peyton Straisley. What a great defensive game by these Lions.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the Lions prevail against the Knights, 3-1. The Leo Lions show their teeth in a 3-1 victory over the Knights. Leo has suffered some heartbreaking losses on this field already this year, but not the case tonight. As they knock off East Noble 3-1, the Lions go to 3-0 in Northeast 8 Conference play, 5-2-2 overall. A date with Carroll comes your way on Wednesday. And of course, Columbia City still yet to play this week. They'll take on DeKalb tomorrow. East Noble will go on the road on Saturday to take on West Noble. They're back home next Monday to take on Norwell. Followed by a little Thursday night matchup with Blackhawk Christian. Well, it's time to award our Parkview Sports Medicine players of the game. That's right, 2 guys are going to share the honor tonight. And those guys are Cooper Abel with his 2 goals and also some great defensive play as well. And Thomas Wagner, the Leo goalie, only gives up 1 goal, and it was on a PK. Thomas Wagner and Cooper Abel, your Parkview Sports Medicine players of the game, as the Lions win it 3-1. And that's going to do it for my cameraman, Matt Jackson. This is Thad Goff saying so long from Leo High School. You've been watching high school soccer on SummitCitySports.com, and we will see you on Thursday as Homestead takes on Bishop Dwenger and some more boys soccer. Good night, everybody.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bow, oh God. Let her cook,